around the time you were in the league, and this is fascinating to me. It was the inception of the big three. Wade, LeBron, Bosh kind of consorted together, and they went to Miami. You know what I'm saying? And that was the inception of player mobility, so to speak, right? Fans looking from the outside in, like we are. You're an insider, right? So we're gonna ask you this. We're like, man, that's like kind of cheating and everything.
How?
How? I know how, but I know I've heard that play because we interviewed a couple of different players. They were all for player mobility.
Yeah.
My question to you, from a player's standpoint, what was the consensus around the league when that happened?
I think guys were just mad because it's just three of the top players doing it.
But it's been done before.
Let's look at what the NBA is built on. Have there not been big threes, big fours, big cores all through the league?
Yeah.
The
But GM generated, not player generated, right?
Things change. Science, math, everything evolves. So when you go back to the basis of when the Celtics start running their championships up with Russell and all those guys, they had Hall of Famers down the list. Was that fair then? Are we not?
Bird, Mikal, Ainge.
This is what the league is. This is what the league is. You gotta have a villain in order to tell this story. You gotta have a villain, and it just so happens that LeBron went from being the hometown kid to now y'all on me because I'm not winning the ring, but I just went against the Spurs by myself.
Yeah.
I just went against the Celtics by myself. Y'all don't understand that the amount of energy he has to expend just to keep his team in the game and then try to win it. And then for y'all to say, "Oh, he ain't win. He's not a winner." What you mean? So okay, they linked up. Now you got Wade, Bosh, and Bron on the same floor, and it was trouble, bro. Like I ain't never seen nothing like that.
The Heatles.
The Heatles, man.
Yo, talk about playing against the Heatles. Talk about that, yo.
My Lord. But you guys had a season that on the Knicks that you guys like.
We battled them.
Yeah.
We battled them. So you got to understand these dudes were so fast in their primes, bro. Like you couldn't make a pass that floated in the air for more than a second because they was in the lane.
Right, that.
They in the lane and then they throwing that thing in the air. You just looking up, somebody going to get it, bro. It was dangerous. It was dangerous. Being under that rim was dangerous, and man, like I said, it was dangerous, bro. That's all I can tell you. Those dudes was at the top of their game, and they was serious business, man. Real deal killers, bro. And Chris Bosh, real deal killer, bro.
And he fell back on my. I remember Chris Bosh in Canada. I remember him.
People don't.
Chris Bosh with the dreads was a monster.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Chris Bosh on Toronto.
Tell me I'm lying.
That was 28 and 12.
Yeah, man.
He was on your head
every night. Yeah, and he fell back. He turned into
that he's not a perimeter guy in the league. Those guys on the perimeter are going to have the ball. He can't throw the ball to himself. So the big guys have to take a step back. You look at Kevin Love with LeBron and Kyrie. You're in the front court. You got to take a step back because you don't control the ball. So they do other things. Well, he's able to shoot. He's able to rebound. He's able to defend. So he made himself useful in other areas. But man, before that, he was giving everybody buckets. 25, 12.
Buckets.
I mean, come on.
I seen him give it the ticket a couple of times.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He gave it to everybody. That's the thing about the league.
Yeah.
No Diddy, my bad.
That was like when even Ray Allen even changed his game. Ray Allen even changed his game and became a 3-point shooter.
You got to, man. You want to win, you got to adapt. So, it's just putting your pride aside and saying, like, even Dwayne Wade did that. He put his pride in his pocket and said, "Go ahead and lead, Brian."